Alrighty, tervetuloa takaisin ja jatketaan ihan tasan siitä, mihinkä jäätiin. No tohon meikä nyt saa nähtävästi tehtyä sen toiselle niille jätkistä haudan niin kuin vielä. Kuopataan nyt kaikki. Kuopataan ja luutataan ihan jokainen näistä tyypeistä. Tää alku kyllä on vaan ärsyttävää, kun ei oo sitä painoa niin hirveästi, mitä pystyy mukanaan kantaa. Aina se jää tolleen, että sillä on jalat lähellä. Et ei oo sitä painorajaa hirveästi, niin kun nyt teki vaan 160 on maksimi, mitä mä pystyn kantaa. Niin. Mut jossain vaiheessa mä kyllä teen sillä, että kun siitäkin on hyötyä, jos mä otan ylimääräistä, niin kuin, mikäs sulla oli toi. Tuon mä pystyn ehkä myymään myöhemmin. Me ollaan melkein päästy siihen open world tilanteeseen, niin kuin nyt tässä kahdessa aikaisemmassa, tässä kolmannessa, niin me ollaan niin kuin melkein siinä open world, missä alkaa se pelin niin kuin vapaus. Ei, menis nyt eestä pois. Mut ei ihan olla vielä siinä, että ihan pikkasen on juttua vielä tässä. Kohta sit niin. Mullahan on siis pikkasen niin kuin bonuksia, ylimääräisiä asioita, mitä mä oon saanut aikaiseksi hommattua. Niin nää kaikki mä sit uusi on siis toi Warhorse Shield, Bassinetti, Powerpointti, Waffenrockia niinku ne on uusia. Scalit Scamberson mulla on ollut, mut sit toi Warhorse Scamberson se on uusi. Ja sitten nää mulla on ollut kans. Niin näitä mä nyt sit käytän sitten kun päästään sinne asti, että on se open world. Saisko meikä nyt laitettu että silleen, no nyt se on, droppi on niinku vapaa, no nyt sit jäis oikeesti vähän yli ulos. Joo, yleensä siis tää on ehkä toka kerta ehkä kun mä saan tapettua molemmat noista. Yleensä on jompikumpi aina päässyt juokseen karkuun, niin kuin, että mä en saa kaikkia noita tavaroita. Mitenkäs mun ruoka 51? Ja sit täällä näkyy noin, mitä se antaa niinku, minkä verran mitäkin. Koitetaan nyt pitää silleen, että ei menis yli 100 mielellään, mutta ettei nyt nähdä nälkääkään kumminkaan. Mutta eipä tässä nyt oo kuulla hirveästi syötävääkö.
Amen.
Kun se tostakin se niinku volttaisi yli välillä. Mähän siis aina pelaan näitä tällaisia pelejä silleen niinku, että mä olen päähenkilö ja teen asiat niin kuin mä tekisin oikeesti. Sen takia saattaa teille muille välillä näyttää mun ratkaisut vähän hölmöiltä.
God in heaven, you look a sight. It's a wonder you're standing on your feet. My word, they worked you over good.
I fought them off as best I could. I was lucky to survive at all.
2 of them, eh? No wonder then. Show me that. I'll try and get you into better shape. I didn't go to the trouble of healing you just so you'd up and die on me. Well now, better?
Much better. Thanks a lot. And are you all
En
right?
tiedä yhtään mitä teki.
They didn't harm you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Hello, Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Tästä tulee just nyt yksi
Now
niin
to
hieno
brew the
osuus
potion
just
from
tästä
them.
velistä, että
I
voi
gave
pojat.
you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try.
No oikeastihan mulla ei ole mitään kokemusta niinku, niin.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Kyllähän me oltais saatu toi väkisinkin toi cookbookki niinku itellemme, mutta painakaa paussille, jos haluatte lukea. Joka tapauksessa oltais saatu se cookbook noista vastauksista noista huolimatta, mutta niinku onhan se nyt hyvä. Niin kuin sanoin, mä tein niin kuin mä tekisin itse. Ai niin joo, hei. Ei mitään hajuu, miksi menen tänne, mut menen silti droppaamaan aikaksi. Oisko täällä mitään? Nope. Toi meinaa pitää aina saada toi tähtäin aika tarkasti siihen, mitä meinaat noukkiin niinku. Siksi meikä välillä tekee sellaisia tosi pieniä liikkeitä tolla. Tää on ihan sikasiistiä.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Viini, 2 kamomillaa, 1 seitsi.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Tässä mä en pysty keuliin tässä kohtaa yhtään, niin kuin mun on pakko ootella aina.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf. so you've got them at hand. All right,
2
let's get to
kamomillaa.
it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every
kauan se oli?
grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1
Yksi
turn.
kierros.
That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out,
X.
take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done.
Sen animaatio on ainakin muuttunut. Strong. Yes, hyvä. Strongi. Mitä parempaa mä aina teen, niin sen niinku paremmaksi muuttuu. Nythän mulla ois lisää noita tarvikkeita, niin mä voin tehdä vielä tässä muutaman, mutta otetaan tässä nyt 1 steppi vielä eteenpäin ennen kuin... Mulla on joku toi 1.
Here it is.
1 resepti. Mitä mä voin tehdä?
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Periaatteessa tässä kohtaa olisi silleen ehkä käytännössä viisasta, niinku, että mä tekisin vielä muutaman noit. No oikeastaan joo, mä teen niitä muutaman, koska mä saatan itekin tarvii niitä. Elikkä mitä se oli? Viini. Ja sitten tässä on onneksi tää. Aina kun on kaikki itemit, niin prepare. Niin mä saan suoraan laitettua noin tohon. 2 kamomillaa tonne. 1 kiakka. 1 seitsi grindattuun ja sit vaan niin kuin kuppi. Tossa nois tollain, mihinkä me voi laittaa ylimääräistä niinku käytännössä. Et jos me niinku teen jonkun pienen, tiedätkö, virheliikkeen, niin sitten pystyn vielä. Ja onhan tuo nyt niinku, että pystyy menemään vähän taaksepäin ja tollain, mutta saattaa menettää vaan materiaaleja, niin se on sellainen vaihtoehto, mitä mä yleensä en tee. No niin, siinä on ainakin paljon parempi animaatio nyt. Kai toi 3 nyt riittää vähäksi aikaa ja tuli alkemikiin niin kuin ne. Aha, okei. Oho, ois vaan pitänyt 8.3 ruokaa. Ja kato, kun meikä kun on niin väsynyt, niin sen takia on niin kuin noin punaiset 40 enkkani. Tää on 1 keino seivata peli. Oho, liikkuupa nopeasti.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Strong the dog, fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
No nyt mä pääsen laittaa ekat perkpointit. Meneekö? Kato, mä saan enkkaa koko ajan. Menee se varmaan täyteekö? Monta 12. Main strength ja agility, oho, väärä nappi. Alchemy, Crafty, Horse, Scholar. Näit mä ottelen silleen miten sattuu. Tai siis sen mukaan mitä pystyn ottaa, mutta tuon mä haluun tehdä. Tota ei meinaan oo ollu. Increases slashing damage by 10%. Okei. Eikä kun itses oisko ollut kyllä sittenkin. Sitten katsotaan ettei missään oo exclusive. Et niinku, koska sit jos mä otan exclusive niinku esimerkiksi tonne, niin silloin mä en pysty eikä kun esimerkiksi tonne, niin silloin mä en enää pysty ottaa niinku missä se Secret of Materiaali niin kun nää pitää silleen kattoo suhteellisen tarkkaa sitten kun siihen on joku niistä sellainen mitä meinaa ottaa. No tässä kohtaa mun mielestä kaikkein viisain tois ehkä toi. Hevostahan mulla nyt ei oo vielä, mutta et so what. Joo, okei, kyllä, kiitos. Näit mä sit saan, kun mä saan hevosen itselleni. Niin. Näit tullaan ottaa tässä pelin mittaa aika kaikki mahdollinen. Required agility of all weapons will be too lower. Okei, kiitti. Katsotaan nyt mikä toi vielä olisi. No niin joo. Jos vaihtoehtoina on nää kaksi, niin joo, kyllä todellakin otan ton. Ja sit se taitaa olla täällä sama toinen niinku Strengthillä. Joo. Täältä myös sit saadaan joistain näistä lisää näitä kaikkia kantokapasiteettia ja tollasta niinku, niin sen takia mä teen välillä vähän sellaisia asioita, mitkä nopeampaa antaa mulle noita. No, Keini tietenkin eka. Missä on loput 5? Joo, otetaan toi. En tuu varmaan käyttää, kun pakollisissa tilanteissa niin näittenkaan mä en oo silleen niin tarkka. Heavy weaponeitakaan tuskin. Niin kuin sanoin, niin mä tuun käyttää tota miakkaa kaikkein eniten oikeastaan ainoastaan. Mut kyllä tässä nyt vähän pitää silti katsoa, että mitä mä otan. No näin, että periaatteessa saattaisi olla vähän niinku sama asia, mutta toi on niinku, että ne on vaikeampi blokkaa ja laitetaan se. Joo, toi näyttää vähän paremmalta tässä kohtaa. No tää on mun mielestä tärkeämpi, kun mulla ei edes oo mitään headprot. Vaikka kohtahan me kyllä saan ne kaikki, mitä mulla on sit niinku arkussa, niin kohtahan me ne saan. Mun piti kattoo joku juttu. Kellon katoin.
Well, look who's finally up!
Katsotaan missä kondiksessa mun ruoka on. No ihan nyt ei tarvi vielä tiputtaa mitään, mutta
Come and join us!
toki. Oota kun mä vaan otan tästä nää kaikki nää. Mitä saa otettua niin messiin. Tarviiks mun ite syödä? Tarvii. Se menis varmaan kaikkein nopeiten huonoksi, mä veikkaisin. Juustosta 26. Okei, no ei huono. Näissä on vaan 2 niinku. Tippuu painoakin sit samalla.
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Geleoth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in
Olisikohan
handy.
tässä noit
No doubt. But we
kaikki
better get going.
tarvikkeet tohon?
Hans is right.
Koska noit meikä vois mennä
We're very glad we
huoliin
met you.
vaikka me just äsken niitä
We're
yhden sai.
obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned.
Ahaa, pitääks mun... No nähtävästi. Belladonnaa. Mä en tiedä onks tää Belladonnaa. Pitää katsoa.
Of the House of Lifer for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein will always be open.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to...
Toi näyttää vähän siltä.
Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Mut ei se näytä olevan. Ja emme varmaan pysty tekemään niitä. Tosta mä en varmaan edes voi mennä
We got held up
pidemmälle.
in Troskovitz.
Of all
Okei,
places.
enkä mä rupea aikaakaan
And
kuluttaa
it's
tässä.
not the first time.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Joo, niin kuin huomaa, niin aika paljon on tällaista demoa ja puhumista ja jne hommaa niin kuin ehkä nyt ei oo ihan kaikkien mieleen. Eikä tykkää. Tai siis mä tykkään tästä taistelusta niinku ja tästä tällaisesta. Itekin vähän malttamaton kyllä yleensä. Just noitten tekstien kanssa.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Mitä veikkaat, uskooko?
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Nope. Not gonna happen.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
We go drinking.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
Someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Oh, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Toivottavasti mä kerkeen joku hyvää kohtaa lopettaa tän videon, niin ettei tää jää kesken taas silleen niin kuin on jäänyt noin muutama jo valmiiksi. Mitäs sä latailet nyt, hei? Come on.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll
Jos
tell you
Heri
4
asenne on
reasons
kyllä ihan
why.
mahtava niinku.
Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
No siis periaatteessa tietenkin ilmeisesti päätellen olisi ehkä tää kaikkein viisainta.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajena's. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you
Ja sit
finish,
toi Hanssin
report
asenne
to
on mun
work.
mielestä just välillä niinku voi pojat.
Cheers. What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
Fight better that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
I've seen you before.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
We divided up.
I heard
Come on, people.
Oh, hi.
Tääkin jää nyt vähän lyhkäiseksi, mutta mä katkaisen tän tähän tän jakson ja jatkan ihan suoraan vaan saman tien perään heti. Pistä tykkäys. Toivottavasti nautit. Kiitti seurasta. Jene. Ja see you in the next one.